Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hai
Hello,
Kak.
hello. Hello, Kak
Ah,
Dahlia. Okay.
Halo teman-teman.
Kak Watermelon. Can you rename yourself? And we know your real name because we are curious. And if you are
kenapa mah?
willing to open your camera, don't forget to open
Ya,
up your camera. Welcome, welcome, Kak Ezra. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. And hello, YouTube. Thank you for coming.
Hello,
Hello.
guys.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Britzone. Okay, I hope all of you guys are doing well. And tonight, as usual, that we have online class. All right, I can see many people enter the Zoom now. Okay, well, I can see there are a lot of lovely faces. Okay, welcome, prisoners. Welcome to our special English online Thursday class. By the way, a bit introduction. My name is Dina. I'm so delighted to be your host or MC for tonight's session. So I can see still people coming and joining from all over. And well, if you don't mind, would you mind to open the camera so the session will be more interactive and engaging? Okay. And well, while we are waiting the other participant that still try to join our link, Zoom meeting. And I'd like to say hello to Kak Hardon. Hello, good evening, Kak Hardon. Is it right? Kak Hardon?
Hello, good evening, Kak Dina.
Hello, good evening. How are you tonight?
I'm well.
You're doing well. Okay, nice. I hope you can enjoy our class tonight. And I can see the other, there is Kak Putri, Kak Lydia Putri. Hello, Kak Lydia Putri.
Halo,
Hello, how are you, Kak Lydia Putri?
I'm fine.
May I know, Kak, where are you from, Kak?
I'm from Jakarta.
Oh, from Jakarta, I see. And Kak Putri, did you know our topic tonight? What is it? Kak Lydia, did you know our topic tonight? What is it? Okay, I think this seems a bit connection. It's okay, guys. I'll make sure that you have stable connection and welcome the others. And well, for tonight that we have got a very interesting discussion and topic. It's about English. So I hope that everyone here can join very well and feel comfortable to speak and practice your English. And tonight we have a special conductor. Well, I'll explain more detail later. There's the time to about introduction about our conductor. And well, still wait while we are waiting the other participant. I want to ask Kak Kak Yin. Kak Yin, how are you, Kak, tonight? Are you doing all right?
Yes, I'm so excited for tonight classes.
Oh, great. Me too. So actually, this is very
Yes.
first time to become MC, so very excited.
Break a leg.
Yeah. All right. So, well, I want to say waving hi to Kak. Let me say the name Kak Sarah. Hello, Kak Sarah.
Hello.
Hello, Kak Sarah. How are you tonight?
Never better. Thank you for asking.
Great. So I hope you can enjoy our tonight class. And then I want to say waving hand to Kak Dio. Farius Akbar. Halo Kak Dio. Okay. Hello Kak.
Halo Kak, halo,
How are you
halo.
tonight?
Great, I'm really great, thank you.
Okay, nice. So, well, I really appreciate for you Brizoners that you already make a time to join our class tonight. I know it seems so busy and also full day, but your willingness, your enthusiasm that want to join Brizone class, it's really lovely. And I hope that you can get beneficial things from our class tonight. And of course, will improve your English. Okay, and well, by the way, because I think we are in the middle of the week, I think everyone's week today seems so probably there is some ups and down. I want to ask Kak Deklam, Kak Dega, how's your week has been so far, by the way, Kak Dega?
Kak Dina, my week so far, I think May is kind of so long, yeah.
Yeah.
This May is so long. Yeah, my workload in this month is actually like beyond everything, beyond everything. But I'm still survive now, and tomorrow is actually my best day because tomorrow I will have fee, yeah, gajian, what is that? Yeah, something kind like that. Tomorrow is my best day because tomorrow I will get paid from my company. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Thank, yeah, thank you
That
so
was
much for asking.
I see that so tomorrow will be the most excited day finally. Okay, well, I think it's the time. I will share the announcement. Bear with me. Let me share the screen first. Oh, okay. Well, I think I have got a problem to share the screen. Would you mind mm, Kak Brian to or Kak Ko to
Okay,
share the screen?
I will do
Yeah?
this.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, now can everyone see screen the screen right now, the sharing screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So welcome to the largest English community in Indonesia, which means Britzone. Okay, next move. Okay, at Britzone, we have got 3 points here. So Britzone is English education, free and open platform, and volunteerism. And Britzone actually has some classes, and one of them is Tuesday class. So Tuesday class can buy online and offline. So it depends, and you can see the schedule on our social media, and it starts at 7 p.m. And it focuses on enhancing speaking skill through a wide range of topics. And like tonight, probably for some of you guys just enter or new here. So this is our online class. We usually conduct online every at 7 p.m. And it's for touch our 4 skill in English, whether listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And then if you want to feel the atmosphere to speak English, offline and meet in person, you can join Britzone Fun Day class or BFD every Saturday at 11 a.m. And then, of course, we have a fun activities. Here we have outdoor class, and it's normally once a month on Saturday. And please follow us for more detailed information to get the information. We have Discord also, Instagram and others. So please connect us in our community on Discord. And also we have merchandise. So we have very nice merchandise. I hope that you can have it one, and if you are interested in, feel free to contact us to get it. And also, like for our offline classes, we have Mi Aceh, so it's available and it's pre-order. Okay, and also you can sign up becoming a member of the library, because we are sponsored by Perpustakaan Kemendikbud. And this is our class tradition. Usually we have taking picture after the class at the end of the class, and don't forget to give your feedback. Okay, now I think that's enough for the announcement. Now let's move on to the highlight of today's meeting. I'm so excited tonight because I want to introduce for you guys with Miss Ellie here, or Kak Ellie. So Kak Ellie, or we know as Kak Nyiayu Nelly Windarty, as an English teacher. Well, she's from Palembang. I don't know for you, probably some of you from Palembang, like me. I'm from Palembang too, actually. So I hope that is there like anyone from Palembang, you can give the stickers or like give response on the chat. And speaking of which, currently, Kaeli is an English tutor. So she teaches for children, also adult, but she good at teaching children. And she has a big passion in teaching English. That's why she writes 2 English books, right? And I think to better to get to know Kak Ellie or Miss Ellie, let me saying hi first to Kak Ellie. Hello, Kelly. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
How's your life, by the way?
I'm pretty well. Thanks for asking, Dina. How about you, Dina?
I'm doing all right. Thank you. By the way, Kali, I want to know, like, how's your feeling tonight? I'm so happy to meet you.
Okay, actually, this is the first time I joined this class, and it's a little bit nervous because I can meet many people here today, and also for adults. As you know, I really like to teach the children. I don't I mean, like, I always teach the children, but I sometimes also teach adults. But this is the first time I know many adults here. Oh my goodness, I'm a little bit nervous here.
It will give you a new experience for you, because normally and mostly Britzoners, the participant are adult, not children. So I hope that
Yes, of
you get good things and new things. And by the way, before I jump to your discussion, the topic, it's very interesting tonight. So I think it will be nice and great if you don't mind sharing about yourself, Kak Ali, as a teacher, probably telling us a bit about your background as a teacher, what inspired you to become an English teacher, and how long have you been teaching English?
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. So I want to let you know about me. Actually, when I was kid, I love English subject. Actually, to be honest, I don't like any subjects. I only master English, not any subjects. So I choose English. And when I was trying to join the university, I don't think any major. I just remember English. So at the time, I took English major. But actually, I also like children, and I also like to teach some children and also some teenagers. Um, Before I joined that university in high school, I also like to teach my young sister, my cousin, yeah, so just like that. So why not? I was trying to take the English major at that time. And till now, maybe it's kind of like more than 5 years. I have been teaching till maybe it's kind of like 10 years, I think. But for me, that's some benefits to teach children that I really, really get. And to teach the children, to teach the students, especially for the children, I can get many experience. I don't only, I mean, like, I'm not only being a teacher there, I'm also kind of like be a nurse or also be a parent there. That's so many experience that I have to be. And sometimes I'm also be an actor or an actress, I mean.
I
So, mhm.
Yeah, I see. That's very wonderful. I think about those years you get a lot of experiences, and that's really I can say as a teacher is a glory job. And well, I think we cannot wait to hear, probably because you teach children and you should think creative, right? To get how the children learn English with a fun way. And yeah, sometimes I feel like whenever I learn English, I feel like sometimes like boring, and we need something a fun way. Probably you have got the tips, and I think tonight, yeah, Kak Ali, you will share about the tips and what kind of activity that we feel learning English is not that something daunting or boring activity. It could be something fun way. So I think everyone cannot wait to listen to our topic for tonight, and let's hear her experience in teaching English in a fun way. So we are eager to hear from you. The time is yours, Ellie.
Okay, thank you, Dina. Okay, well, everyone, good evening, everyone. This is the first time I joined and I trying to present this topic today. The topic is about fun ways to learn English. So, as you know, but before I start my material today, I want to call some person here. Hello, Kak Diska. Hello, Kak Diska. Nice to meet you. How are you today, Kak Diska? Hello.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Kak Ellie. And I'm doing well today. Thank you so much for asking. How about you, Kak?
I'm pretty well. Thanks for asking. Nice to meet you too. So, Mr. Aldi. Hello, Mr. Aldi. How are you today? What's up? Are you there, Mr. Aldi? Okay. Maybe another Miss Sarah. Hello, Miss Sarah with the cat background. I like that black cat on your background.
Oh, thank you. Hey,
Hi, what's up, Sarah? Sarah?
I'm good. I'm actually intrigued with this topic as I'm also a teacher myself, and I teach English as well. So I want to hear your insights on this.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Sarah. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot call you one by one, so we will go to our the topic today. But before that, I want to share a bit about me. So you can call me Ali, Ellie, that's okay. And I was born, and I'm originally Palembangese, okay? I was born in Palembang on 4 June 1992. Yeah, I'm an English tutor. I'm also a book author, and I'm also a housewife, of course. And you can find me on Instagram. I have 2 accounts on Instagram. The first one is Learning with Ali. I sometimes create some topics about English, some material about English on my Instagram, and so you can watch on my Instagram at Learning with Ellie. And the second one, this is my private account. Okay, like you see on this. Okay, wait a minute, Kadina, you can. Okay, let's back it. So you can see the picture. This is the books that I have written. I have written 2 books here, but this is especially for the children. There is the book for the level 1 and the level 2. Okay, Kak Dina, you can go on. Okay, so today the topic is about fun ways to learn English. So, improving our English skills, it doesn't have to be a core. Okay, so explore the methods to make learning English enjoyable and effective. I mean, it is not only for the children, but sometimes, like us, for the teenagers or for the adults, we need to learn something fun because sometimes we will be bored to learn more and more. So we need something of fun ways to learn English to improve our English skills. So today I will give you some tips to do learn. I mean, like to learn English in fun ways. Okay, let's go, Kak Dina. Okay, number one, of course, I think most of them like listening to the music and a podcast. Why should why should we listen to the music and podcasts? So, listening to English media exposes you to natural speech patterns and vocabulary. And you can find your favorites like discover podcasts or songs that interest you to stay motivated. And especially if you listen to your favorite song, it can motivate you to learn English. And then you can practice listening skills during your daily commutes or workouts. So just learn on the go. Okay? And then we go to there are another tips to learn English in fun ways. You can go on, Kak Dina. This is the most people, I agree. Most of you like watching movies. Yeah, even most of you likes watching Korean drama, I think. But improve your English skills, you can watch Hollywood movie, okay? So watch movies and TV shows. It can improve comprehension. Seeing words spoken and facial expressions helps you understand context. And then you can learn casual language. So the dialects in shows reflect how English is actually used in everyday life. And then, of course, watching movies that can make you enjoy. It's a fun way to learn while being entertained by the stories and watching some characters that can make you have fun to learn by watching movies or TV show, especially for your favorite one. Okay, Kak Dina, you can go to the next. Okay, the third tips that I want to give to you is read children's books. Not only children's books, I think you can read some novels that you like. But read children's book, it's also, I mean that's so that's the most one interested to learn by reading children's books, especially for the beginner who wants to improve their skill. Why? Because there are some simple language that you can find on children's books. And children's books use more basic vocabulary and sentence structure. And then you can master children's books, builds your reading skills step by step. And of course, like the plots and illustration, make reading fun and memories. Okay, and let's go to the culture inside. You can learn about idioms, customs, and cultural references. So I would like to let you know a little bit about read children's books. It's not only for understanding word by word or the expression that you can find on the books, in the books, I mean. So you can also read aloud for improving your pronunciation. This is what I like to do when I was a kid. I like to read aloud. I like reading aloud at that time. But maybe some of children's, they will be bored to read aloud more and more because it's so exhausting to read more and more. And especially for reading aloud, it can be exhausted actually. But I have some tips. Why do I really like to read aloud? I use the dubbing strategy. So if you find a book and then you want to improve your pronunciation, you can read aloud and then you can do some role plays Like you will dub some characters in that book. For example, you read the story about a fairy tale like a Cinderella, and then you will read aloud. You read as a narrator, and then you will be a Cinderella. So you can use the dubbing strategy, like you can change your voice. For example, there are three person like a stepmother, and then Cinderella, and also the king. For the Cinderella, you can change your voice like to be a little girl, and then next, being a stepmother, you can be a mom's voice, and then for the king, you can try to change your voice to be a man's voice. This is what I do when I was kid, since I was kid till now, and till now, dubbing, like dubbing is my hobby, one of my hobby right now because of that. And I can change my voice actually. Okay. This is the tips that you can read a lot for the fun ways. In the fun ways, I mean. Okay, next, Pak Dina, you can try go on to another. Okay, write the journal. Okay, actually, it's not me. To be honest, I don't like writing. I like talking too much, and I don't like writing actually. But some of people, I mean, people has different character. Some of them like reading, speaking, and some of them like writing. This is the fun ways that, especially for the people like writing. So, writing a journal. Writing a journal, it's also fun ways to improve our English skill. And especially after writing, you can memorize some sentence or expression that you have just written on your journal. You can try to start small, begin by writing just a few sentences each day, and then you can reflect and expand, increase your interest and explore new topics. And then the last one, you can review and improve. You can identify areas for vocabulary. Okay, that's a writing journal. I think some of you like writing, I think, but some of you don't like writing. Okay, let's go to another. Yeah, next, find a language partner. I think you know that nowadays, today, is very easy to find a partner on social media, or you can download some application. It's not like what I did when I was teenager. It's really difficult to find a partner. I always learn English by learning theory, theory, and theory. There is no partner. Even I have to speak in front of the mirror, and my parents will say, "My daughter is so weird talking to herself." Yeah. But right now, this is, I mean, like it's so easy to find a partner. So why should we find a language partner? The first one, it comes like the practice speaking, converse regularly to improve fluency and also your pronunciation, of course. And then learn about each other's backgrounds and perspectives. This is about the cultural exchange and get feedback. Your partner can provide constructive criticism to help you progress. So if you find a partner, you can learn together, and maybe you can try to criticize each other to help you progress. This is why to find a language partner is also important. And nowadays, it's very easy to find a partner. You can download some application to find a partner. Maybe you can find some friends in this class now and try to speak to your partner every day in English. Okay, next. This one, play word games. I agree with this one. I don't know why. I think every person like playing games. Even you're adults now, I think some of you still like playing games. It's not only for the children. So why should play word games? It can be you can get some vocabulary Okay, games teach new words through fun and also challenging the puzzles. And then it can boost the memory, and using words helps them in your mind. And then competitive fun. Friendly competition with family or friends keeps you engaged. So, I mean, this is like today there are some online games. There are some online games, and then if you like to playing online games, you can try to find some partners to talk, to speak in English. For example, like actually, to be honest, I like playing online games. Maybe some of you likes playing PUBG or Mobile Legend, and you can try to open your microphone, turn on your microphone, and I mean that you have to find a foreigner server. At the time, a long time ago, I played PUBG, and I chose the foreigner server like in Europe or in America. So this is why did I do that? Because I want to improve my speaking. So I need to go. I mean, like I need to join international server. Okay. Okay. So so this is one. You can do that. You can find the foreigner to talk together, and it's very fun. You know, playing Mobile Legend with the foreigner or the native speaker, playing PUBG together. Okay. You can try to improve yourself or speaking skill through that games. Okay. Next. Kak Dina. Okay. Next is explore online resources. There are many resources that you can find nowadays, like on the websites. You can provide structured lesson and practice, and also YouTube channels. Okay, over it's entertaining and informative video tutorials, and then language apps, and then you can also find some online tutors that can help you to improve your English skills. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all about the tips, some tips that I can give to you to learn in fun ways.
All right, so thank you so much, Kak Ali, for sharing. So that was
Anytime.
informative and engaging presentation that actually we can, well, probably, yes, I agree with your point. I think we have a different like personality, like you like try to making sound like a character, probably the other person they like writing. Well, I think that's a good one to practice our writing skills, like journaling. Like, well, do you think like writing diary like that is it one way to improve our English too?
Yes, of course. It depends on the person. Some person likes to writing, so it
Mhm.
works.
Okay. Well, I think we have quite huge time. So now I will open for some of you, the Britzoners, probably you want to ask some questions and want to get to know a bit more about KL experience probably or tips because she is teaching English and teach children. Probably you want to get to know from her experience. So now, is there like anyone to ask a question, some questions? Feel free and please. All right, so we have got Kak Yiyin. Kak Yiyin, please.
Thank you, Karina. As a teacher, I would like to ask Kak Ellie, is it like a private private experiences as teacher? How to encourage the students about understanding the concept rather than they always like their favorite method is always playing games, or we can say it is gamification. But it is hard if we have like different material on one of the topics especially in English. How to encourage them to be confident and how to encourage them that is it like have the same inline in with particular first basic concept. Thank you, Kak.
Okay, should I answer right now, Karina? Okay.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Kak Yin. Okay, sorry. So Kak Yin, you said that the concept to teach the students by games and to build up their confidence.
Yes.
Okay, actually, especially for the children, they always like playing games. Even when I taught the children every day, they always ask me games, games, games. The first time I come into the class, they say games, games, games. But it is what it is. We cannot lose this strategy. This strategy is very useful. It works to teach the children. And if you think that maybe it's a little bit, especially for you, you are bored to teach them by using games, you can try to choose another strategy like public speaker. You can try to do the public speaking. Have you ever tried to do your students to do the public speaking, to go in the front of the class? You can try to do that.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
I ever
It's
do that.
yeah, it's also fun to do that beside games. But
Yeah.
for the listening games, no, we can't. We can't lose them for the children. No, don't ever try to lose it. They will be bored.
Yeah. Because sometimes in curriculum the games that we play is not cover the objectives that we have to learn. So is it like it's not deep enough to enter the material? So is it hard for me to get to deepen to the knowledge or deepen to the learning objective that we have to fulfill on that lesson plan or on that day?
You mean that? I mean that games is also it's one of strategy that we can use, but it can relate to our lesson plan. For example, today you will learn about you do the dialogue, and you need your student to do the dialogue, but the topic is about fruits, for example. Okay, you can try to play your games, but by using the public speaking, it can I mean that it can relate to the lesson plans.
Thank you, Kak, for the insight. I will apply to my classroom next academic year.
Okay, you're most welcome, Kak Yin.
Nice, nice. Kayen get insight things from Kak Ellie. I hope that it helps for Kayen. And then we have Kak Afgan. I'm sorry, Kak Deka. Yeah.
Wow. You have right the first name. You have right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kak Deka, please.
Thank you so much, Kak Dina, for giving me opportunity. Hello, Kak Ellie. I just
Hello.
wanted to ask because I'm also still beginner here and I'm still learning until now.
Are you sure you're beginner?
Yes, according to your opinion, among the fourth element of fourth aspect in learning English, such as listening, reading, speaking, and also writing, which one is the most important thing to improve first, according to your opinion, Kak Ali?
Pardon me, can you repeat your question?
Okay, so because I'm beginner, and I would like to ask about your opinion according to the fourth aspect of learning English, such as reading, writing, listening, and also speaking. Which one is the most important, according to your opinion, need to be improved first? Need to put at the first place among the
you
aspect.
think that
Among the yeah?
I mean you meant that which one is the most important between them?
Yeah, needs to be
Okay.
improved first.
Okay, this is according to me, okay?
Yes,
According
yes,
to
Kak Ellie.
me, I meant that the four skills, all of them are important. But the first skills that we have to improve is listening, especially for the baby. Baby also needs listening to speak. Without you don't listen to something, you can't speak.
Oh, okay.
You got okay, you can try to do that. You can copy the
Yeah.
baby, you know.
Yeah, I need to give my all ears from now. Thank you so much, Kak Ellie, for sharing your opinion.
Anytime, Kariga.
Okay, Karega, what do you think, Karega? Listening first?
Yes, of course, listening first because I almost trying to speak like when in the bedroom, I always pretend like I'm winning Oscar or Grammy, even my voice is not really good, right? But now from Kylie, I need to listen more. Thank you so much, Kylie.
Anytime,
Okay,
Rika.
well then, I couldn't agree more about listening. So it reminds me the first one whenever I try to get something new in English, and yeah, I like listening more than I don't know, reading. So yeah, great. Yeah, I couldn't agree more about it.
But is it allowed if we listen to some gossip, Kak? No, no, just kidding.
It could be counted, but in English. Okay. Well, others. Well, we still have got a lot of time. Okay. Come Match. Hello, Match. Yeah.
Hi, good evening,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah,
Hi,
please.
hello.
Good evening, Miss Conductor. Well. English is really a big deal for me. Especially like we always have like since I'm gonna be a teacher in the future, and I always encounter students who are, suffering when it comes to learning English, especially English. And because in our curriculum we use mother tongue as our medium of instruction, and the translation of like the medium instruction, because from grade 3, I mean grade 1 or kindergarten to grade 3, we use mother tongue. And then the grade 4, there's a transition of the language that used. So now in grade 4, we're using English. And the thing is, students are really struggled. And um I I don't know if mother tongue is really helping when it comes to learning a language or other language. Yeah,
Mhm.
because and I saw a teacher one time we have a class observation. We conducted class observation. I saw a teacher one time. When she in that subject it was English, and when she discussed a word or vocabulary and lacking vocabulary, she explained it in a mother tongue way. And I thought, would it be effective? I'm not sure with it though, but maybe it's helpful, right, for the students to understand what's the really the vocabulary, what it really means, right? And what do you
Oh,
think?
okay, wait a minute. You meant that in your school, this the teacher teaches the student by using mother tongue,
Yes,
actually
the
learning.
L1.
Mhm. Is it effective
Eh, yeah, is
to
it?
teach English by using
Yeah,
mother?
yeah. Is it helpful to learn English faster or yeah,
Mm.
effective?
Okay, I think that's I mean that like as my experience when I was kid, if you always learned about theory, yes, of course, you can speak with your mother tongue. But if you want to teach your children to speak up, how could they speak English if your teachers speak in mother tongue? So it doesn't work. The teacher should be, the teacher should be inspiration for the student, right? So the teacher should speak English. If the teacher speaks mother tongue, how could your student speak English?
Well, she does yes, she does speak English. She uses both
Mm-hmm.
language, the mother tongue and English. But then every time she encounter vocabularies, like the deep vocabulary, she usually unlocked it. She described it in mother tongue. And I don't know, because yeah, I have a classmate though, and yeah, because well, it is really good because the student can understand the concept. But the thing is, when you want the student to speak, they are struggling because you describe it in mother tongue. And when they going to describe it in English, they're struggling though. And I was like, okay, this is really freaking crazy because I'm gonna teach in elementary, and now I'm gonna suffer with that. Oh man. Well,
Okay.
yeah, we cannot we cannot go against with the curriculum though. It's in the curriculum. We need to use mother tongue. And
Uh-huh.
yeah.
The curriculum said that we have to speak in mother tongue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Actually,
crazy
you
though.
mean that bilingual, so the teacher uses bilingual, mother
Yeah,
tongue,
yeah.
English. Okay. But actually, we have to see, we have to imitate the students. Can they master if we speak English full, or they still, I mean, that they don't understand if we speak English? So, yes, of course, bilingual, this is the way that we have to use. Yeah, you need to you need to be exhausted to explain to your students by using bilingual. I know that's very
Yeah.
exhausted but it is what it is. If your students can't understand when you speak English, you have to translate it. You have to speak bilingual.
It's struggle though. You need to I grew up with English, and when you translate the English into mother tongue, it's crazy. It's hard, It's really hard though. Try
Yeah,
it. Well,
practice
yeah,
more perfect. Practice more,
yeah.
yes.
I really need to. Well, what if my students will laugh at me? Oh my God, teacher, your grammar is wrong. Your, your translation.
Yeah, try. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime.
Okay, by the way, our Kak Ellie, I almost forgot that actually Kak Match is not from Indonesia, right? Kak Match? Yeah, Kak Match from Korea. No, I'm kidding. From Philippines, right? Yeah, from Philippines, right?
Yes,
Not
yes, I'm from
mistaken.
Philippines.
Yeah, so that's why she asked about like mother tongue because she's not Indonesian. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
but she looks
Oh
like
my God. Are you guys just using what, English or mother tongue in your country as a medium of instruction? I mean, yeah, in education system, elementary.
Okay. So I think the curriculum between curriculum between my country and your country, it will be different.
Well, I like the English in Indonesia though because it's British. Here
Okay.
we're using American. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's enough for like our Q&A session. And don't forget, actually, we have taking picture together after Q&A session. And well, I can see many of you sit close the camera, and I hope you can show showing yourself. I mean, so we can see your beautiful smiles and friendly faces because we will upload it on Britzone's account on Instagram. Okay. So if you're not ready, please probably still need to wear the hijab or like look at the mirror to have a good smile. Okay. Ready? So ready everyone? Okay. So I think I need a hand from Karega. Please, would you mind? Or others that really
Okay,
help me?
I will take all of you guys handsome and also beautiful faces. So please
Okay.
be ready. I will count from 3, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have 2 slides, but I don't know where you guys at. Be ready. Keep
Smiling.
poses. 3, 2, and 1. Last one, please give me your ikhlas smile, yeah. Okay, your sincere smile. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, thank you, Kadina.
Okay, thank you. Well, guys, I think you have been waiting the session. This is the time after the session. Well, I hope you get already the question right from our facil. So be ready and please it will be great if you open the camera and be friendly and don't feel hesitate to speak your mind, to tell about your point of view about the question, and give your friend opportunity to speak. Let them speak because we here want to practice together, and also just be try to be active listening, also be good at to pay the attention about the question, and also you can sharing your opinion with the facil and your friends. Now the time, I will see you in another 25 minutes. Enjoy, guys.
All right. Is that all? Ms. Dina? May I start now?
Hello?
Is that all? May I
Yeah,
start now?
yes, you're
Okay.
audible. Yeah, quite audible, but it will be great if you raising your voice.
Okay. What about now? Is it audible?
Yeah, you're audible, sir. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you very
I'm
much.
trying the accent. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Britzone Tuesday class. I just want to say thank you very much for attending the class, and I hope that you will get a lot of things that are beneficial for you and also for the people around you. And before we jump into the discussion, I'd like everyone to introduce themselves so we can get to know each other. I think it starts from me. As you can see on the screen, my name's Reza. People usually call me Rez in Britzone. And I live in the southern Jakarta. And I think that's all. Thank you very much. And I think I'd like to choose Kak Sarah. Hello, Kak Sarah. Would you please introduce yourself so we can get to know you?
Okay, hi everyone. My name's Sarah. I live in Bandung, and I'm also an English teacher. I also teach both adults and also children. I've been teaching for roughly 4 years now, but I grew up in English as well. So yeah, it's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, it sounds interesting. So basically, you teach everyone. And Sarah, since we will be talking about English language, I think I'd like to ask you one question, and it will be for everyone to answer. And Sarah, if you were able to master one language instantly, what would it be? And tell me why.
That would be. I would go with Arabic. I don't know, something fascinates me about Arabic language. There's just something about it. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but something attracts me to the language. And if I could really master it, then that would be wonderful.
I see.
Because
That's
it's not an easy language. Like even the alphabet looks different, completely different. So yeah.
Well, it sounds interesting since Arabic, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen an article about it. So, in Arabic is the hardest language in the world, and the second hardest language is Mandarin Chinese. So, yeah, that's good choice, Kak Sarah. Thank you very much. Kak Sarah, I think you can choose one person, next person to introduce themselves, please.
Okay. Can I have Asto, please? I think you just showed yourself and then you decided to hide yourself again.
Sure thing. Hello, Gasto. You have been chosen.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
You're audible.
Okay. It's kind of my mic kind of big. Okay. My name is Asto. I used to live in Jakarta, and now I live in Surabaya, and I'm not an English teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Well, guys, that
Since
was
everyone I think is an English teacher, so might as
Mm.
well said that I'm not an English teacher.
I see. That makes
Yeah.
sense, Casto. Casto, is it possible for you to turn on your camera so we can have more
Sorry, I
engageful
can't
conversation?
because
Mhm.
something.
Something.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally fine, Casto. Thank you very much. Okay, one question, the same question, Casto. If you're able to master one language instantly, what would it be?
Arabic, I think. Same
Oh,
as Sarah.
same.
Because
That's
I
cool.
want to learn about Quran and Hadith, so I need to be able to know about Arabic.
Ah, okay. That's very great of you, Casto.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Casto. Well, next one, you can choose one person, Casto. Oh, I think we only have Kak Ferdian, right? Okay, never
Okay.
mind. Kak Ferdian, last but not
Okay,
least.
Hello.
Hello. Hello again, Kak Ferdian.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, what was the question?
Could you please introduce yourself?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, good evening, everyone. I'm Ferdian, and obviously, I'm Ferdian. I live in Bandung, and I now work as a business English tutor at
Oh.
one of the private courses, in Jakarta. And yeah, I'm teaching professionals, for example, like workers, employees, and also the managers, to be able to speak English in a professional setting. I also work as a translator at one of the private university in Bandung, to be dealing with journals and papers produced by lecturers before them being published into the accounting accounting journal, international website. Yeah. So that's all. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a great pleasure to see you.
Yep. It's a pleasure to see you again, Kak Ferdian. It was amazing, Ferdian. So one thing that I just realized is that almost everyone here teach English because despite the fact that I used to teach English, now I stopped teaching because I just moved into a new field of my job, which is totally different. So yeah, so I think we're related. Hey, Catherine, I think you missed one question, Catherine.
Yeah.
If you could master one language instantly, what would it be, and why did you pick that?
Okay. If I could master language, I would prefer choose English. Yeah. I think there's no
wait, it's
no,
English.
no. I think I just want to be as authentic as a native English speaker itself, because I want to make my works easier, to be accomplished. That's it.
Okay,
Sometimes, you still get the sense of your origin as Indonesian when when you're dealing with your job as
Yeah.
as an English teacher. You can't really get rid of your your race, or maybe your authenticity as an Asian. So that's why I want to get involved as a whole when you're trying to deepen your understanding about about the ideas or perspectives you're going to teach to your students. Yeah, I think I think it's more it would be more effective and much more powerful if I can kind of like stand out, if I can really stand out, with my own skills, but in a different types of level of understanding. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
So it wouldn't be any other language but English, but you won't deepen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for
See.
now.
Okay, all right. All right, then it's your choice. It's your choice. So thank you very much. Kak Sarah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear. What
Okay.
was that again? Sorry, I was distracted.
No. Did you have any favorite teacher back when you were at school? Like for example, you loved your English teacher, didn't you?
No, I didn't love my English teacher. I loved my math teacher.
Okay. But
Yeah.
you said that you grew up in English environment, am I correct?
Not really. It was more like my mom used to play lots of English nursery rhymes, and that's
Ah.
when I grew. Or maybe I would just say that's how English grew on me. And from then on, I just listened to English music. Even with the TV shows, I watched it in English. In kindergarten, I also spoke English, even though it was just, kids' English.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, overall, my experience has been revolved around English, even though my mom refuses to speak English with me, or my brother refuses to speak English with me.
Okay. I mean, you guys speak very well. You speak very fine, and I was just wondering why Kak Sarah, you didn't like your English teacher. So what I got was you learn English by yourself, not because of the teacher. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I didn't like my English teacher.
But you like the
He
subject.
he was decent, I like the subject. I love the language, but I didn't really love the teacher. I think his method was a bit of a textbook kind of teacher, and it was boring to me. So I didn't really like him, but I didn't hate him.
Okay. All right then. Anyway, did you take any English course or something like that?
Never have.
Never have. Okay. Do you have any plan to do so?
No. Do I need to take one?
No, I was just asking. All right then. I think I'd like to ask Castor. Castor, what about you? Have you ever taken any English course in your life yet?
Yes, I think from I learned English from, if I'm not mistaken, junior high school. I already take English course because my parents at first forced me to learn English because they think that English will be compulsory in the near future. So they made me take English course, but in time I also love this language, you know, because
Okay.
there's so much interesting kind of like entertainment video or something like that. So yeah, I try to learn English as much as I can. So the rest is history.
The rest is history. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that they're such a good parents. I mean, they realize that English would be very necessary in the future, but you don't regret that, right? Stop.
No,
Not at all.
it already happened. So why do I have to regret that?
You're right.
Might as well
There's no
enjoy it.
point. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
point in regretting the things that has happened. All
Yeah.
right, Castle. What about Kak Ferdian? I think I have talked to Kak Ferdian lots of time, and I know that Kak Ferdian grew up in English environment, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Kak?
Not technically in the UK. No, yeah, but yes, I was privileged, by being able to spend my childhood in Netherlands, when I was a kid, and I got back to Indonesia when I was 11, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I have to find, I found myself, quite anxious about changing the whole ideas of perspectives and cultural aspects that I was brought up, when I was in Netherlands, particularly about changing the learning method, how
the
to
learning method.
maintain my language ability, in terms of English in Indonesia is a very like a huge challenge for me at the time. But since I lived in Indonesia, the only teacher that could really teach me well is only my father. So my father is a Indonesian, Chinese, and Dutch, and he could speak English and Dutch simultaneously, very fluent. So he taught me very well about how to maintain and know the characteristics of people considering about English as a whole.
Yeah.
So that's why I tried no not I tried, but I've been trying to adapt myself by changing the structures and also the way I speak to Indonesian in general, because they are not really using the phrases or terms that mostly that commonly use in English in England itself, or even in Netherlands for that matter. So that's why I would have preferred using simple terms and also simple vocabulary to make people understand about what I'm saying to them. So yeah, I think that's one of the obstacles that I'm still struggling with. Dealing with people.
And how the way you speak, right? I mean, even though how the way you speak is not a problem,
absolutely.
but the people that you speak with are the problem.
I think I consider when I first started living in Indonesia, people were desperately asking me about the way I spoke, for example. How did you get that kind of accent? How did you get that kind of sound? And at the time, I was not really aware that the accent that I've been using was kind of like British or Irish, for that matter. I didn't care, because I didn't really take it very seriously. But the more I grow up, the more I understand that, hey, hang on a second, I was really influenced by my British and Irish kindergarten friends, when I was living in Netherlands. And I think the environment really plays a huge role in
exactly.
gaining your understanding about how can you blend with the society you're
Especially
living in.
your parents, right?
Absolutely. But my mother is not really good at speaking English, even though he was living in Netherlands for years. So yeah, so that's kind of like the cultural understandings that I have to that I have to deal with. But again, I'm Indonesian. I always consider myself Indonesian, and now I become a teacher. My only challenge to be deal with my students is about connecting our perspectives about the importance of language itself. But because people here are still thinking that, oh, I'm learning English because of the requirements from my institution, from my office, from my I don't know, whatever the reason is. They are not really taking it as a primary need, that can really improve themselves in many ways. So yeah, it's quite sad, I can say.
You could say that it's sad. You're being realistic. I mean, it's
I think
you could consider yourself lucky, since Netherlands is one of the country in Europe with the English fluency. I mean, the high rate of English fluency. So yeah, thank you for that, Gabriel. Thank you for sharing it again.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, so Kak Sarah, have you ever been go abroad, like live in Netherlands, like Kak Ferdian?
I've never lived in any other countries, but I've traveled. I've traveled.
And you talk to people, right?
Yes and no. So the country that I've traveled to, the people weren't fluent in English. I traveled to a country where English is not the primary language. And it was a struggle, but then I was lucky enough to encounter one person that was fluent in English. So I kind of made a connection, even though it was just for a short time.
Like being tour guide?
Not really. It was just a random stranger.
Okay. I mean, what lucky occurrence you found someone in you know, in any country that you're not from, who can speak English and you can talk to them. It's very a good
I
thing.
know, it's a gem. It's a gem.
It's a gem. Yeah, it's a gem. It's very rare. But do you know you know the education in Indonesia in English especially? Is there any difference, Kak Sarah? Did you realize that?
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that?
Like in Indonesia and Singapore, how we study English at school?
I'm not quite aware. I'm sorry.
You don't know about
Can
that?
can you enlighten me?
It's just like Mechi, right? Mechi said in the Philippines, they teach English with their mother tongue, not in English. So the students won't be able to imitate how the teachers how the teachers speak. And I believe that it happens in the schools in Indonesia, right?
Yes, it does happen actually. Like one of my private lesson students was still struggling to learn English because in the classroom the teacher actually speaks Indonesian while explaining the grammar points of English, which doesn't make sense. But anyway, it's not really my place to say of like
Okay.
how to teach English in in the school. But as for me personally, I would prefer to just teach them in English, obviously because they need to learn how to understand the spoken English first, and then try to go along with the lesson. And then I encourage them to ask questions, of course, if they don't understand anything I say. And that's when I try to mix between English and Indonesian just to get them to comprehend even more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one of the best way to encourage the students to talk. I mean, by encouraging them to ask by violence. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if that's your way to do it. Anyway, guys, speaking of teaching, I have a class in 2 minutes, so I have to jet. It's been
Really?
a pleasure. Like, yes, I have another class at 8.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the conversation. See you again, Kak Sarah.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Good luck for your teaching. All right. Well, unfortunately, she had something to do. Casto. Hello, Casto. Are you still with me?
Yes. Sorry.
Casto, do you agree if I said the method of the teachers at school are boring?
What do you mean? Indonesian school or?
Yes, Indonesian school. You're from Indonesia, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm Indonesia. I can prove it to you, but no,
No, you
I'm
don't need
kidding.
to. You don't need
No,
to.
no.
Oh, you can. I mean,
It,
send me your
I
ID
think
card.
it depends on the teacher because in my school days, I have one or two English teacher that was interesting and entertaining as a kid.
Okay.
So if 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 the skills of the teacher just like teaching without how do I say that, additional material, maybe like a story or games or something that would engage the children to use their English. I think that what matters. You cannot like generalize Indonesian English, maybe most of it, but you can find one or two, maybe even more school that deploy a very entertaining English, I think.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
at least
So,
in my case.
okay, in your case that you the teachers had a specific method or activity that
Yeah,
can make your learning
they
fun, right?
yeah. The teacher is like make you friend. You know what I mean? Like they don't hold like barrier between students and teacher. So it's like your friend. You're not
Yeah,
afraid
yeah.
to engage with your teacher, because maybe your teacher might yell at you or angry at you. So the teacher is very fun, lots of laugh, lots of story, and games, obviously. So for most of us, the children, interact with that teacher is very fun and something we cannot wait until we experience it. So
Yes.
yeah, I guess that's it.
I couldn't agree more with that, Casto. Removing the barrier between teachers and students without disrespecting them. Like
Yeah,
I think it's one of the skill. I mean, it's one of the hardest skill that
yeah,
can be
because
acquired, right?
my nephew is trying to speak English with me, and if I employ that strictness,
Yeah.
I'm the oldest one and you are the younger one, you should follow me.
Yeah.
They don't like come out like relaxed, they
Mhm.
don't creative enough to speak about what in their mind.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
removing that and then being relaxed, being like a friend to them, I think that would bring them their skills, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the things that I have experienced, I think most in Indonesian students experience this. The teachers encourage us to ask, but once we ask the question, they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, you're so dumb lah."
Yeah.
Like us,
You know,
okay,
you know what's funny?
what is it?
My nephew, all of my nephews doesn't speak English with their parents, but they're speaking English to me. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very normal, right? Like it's
yeah,
very
because
hard to find.
I'm welcome. So they like
Yeah.
to throw like words or sentences at me, so I just reply back with laugh. But I keep talking to them, not like feel like, okay, what are you doing right now to me? Maybe their parents taught them to do that, so they kind of like hold back
Yeah.
to explore English. But whenever they speak to me, I just like, okay, what do you want to talk about? Okay, this and this and this and this, and they become relaxed and they want to speak more.
I'm
In my
sorry,
experience.
it's your cousin, right? Casto.
Yeah, cousin. Sorry, not nephew.
Cousins.
Cousin. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean, you have a very great mentality of your cousins. They once they found
Yeah,
out that
because
they
kids
didn't
like
have
now
any
learn
supportive environment.
English from YouTube, and their
Yeah.
pronunciation is great. I don't know what they're coming from, and they said YouTube. Oh, of course, I don't have YouTube back in the old days. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Like they're just able to speak very well
yeah.
without
Their
knowing the
pronunciation
source
is
where they learn it.
really, really great. So
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know if it also happens to Kak Ferdian, but I have my cousins. They're all very young. They
yeah,
play games called Roblox,
yeah.
where they
Roblox,
have to meet
yeah,
people and talk in English, and they have girlfriend and boyfriend.
yeah. About
How?
Roblox, yeah,
But they are able to speak English. That's a good thing.
yeah. Cool, right?
Do you play it?
No, I don't play it. I don't play games right now. So
I see. All right. I think I'd like to move to Kak Ferdian. Kak,
okay.
you also teach English, right? Uh, how do you think approaching your students' interest? I mean, how important is it when it comes to teaching?
It
Like,
is hugely, yeah, I think it is hugely imperative to get involved in, in their personalities while talking about, the specific subject in English. Um, I've been teaching English extensively, and one of my effective learning methods I apply to my students is about try to personalize every subject to their likings, to their interests. For example, I'm teaching professionals, right? And it is
Yeah.
quite challenging for me to to go deeper into their likings by knowing about what they're doing in their jobs, what they're doing in their office, and what kind of positions they possess, and how they kind of like use their authorities to lead their team. And when it comes talking about business English, we're necessarily not just talking about grammatical stuff, or even
Yeah.
knowing about the tenses, or even the structures.
Yeah.
But for example, I'm teaching the subject of advertising, and most of my students are marketers, right? Marketers, they
Yeah.
are marketers, and one of the things I can start off to be doing to them is that when it comes to making a negotiation, I always try to engage with them by asking, how do you negotiate and promote your product based on your experience? And they will kind of like feel welcome and feel respected with that question. They're trying to personalize the experience they did in the past by explaining them in English. So that's the key. Instead of explaining the idea of negotiation in general, why don't we try to let them deliver their ideas in their own ways, by their own
Yeah. Yeah.
experience. That's how I call it as a personalized learning method. Try to involve them in every situation we're talking about, anything about the specific method, about the as I told you, a moment ago, about the negotiation, and they will try, and they will kind of like naturally explain to me all the things about negotiations while they're also practicing their English, and unconsciously they are not really realizing it. They're just kind of like, you know just give it a go, just try to break a leg with that kind of specific field, without
Yeah.
being judged, without being tortured with the theoretical methods. So I just let them speak, like I just let them tell about everything they're doing in their job. So, and it's very
Yeah.
effective. It's very effective.
And you know what, Kak Ferdian, if only it happened, if only it happened in most of the schools in Indonesia, I think it would be great. Like the teachers let the students ask questions, being open to their teachers. I mean, by removing the barriers between the teachers and the students. I think it would be great, because
Yeah, and
what actually happened is when the student asks questions, the teachers will like, why do you ask question? I just explain you
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
And
Alright.
one of the things I have conceived about typical Indonesian people when they're learning English is that they're not really interested in learning about theory, but they are looking for practical solutions. They're looking for practical solutions that can really engage them into it, rather than talking about theory.
Yeah.
Of course, you can kind of like teach them about theory, but not really that far. But
Yeah.
just make the practice, the practical approaches more dominant, in the teaching session. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright then.
right. So
Um.
yeah, because I got into time's up, and I think you had a great conversation. Well, you can like both of you can more detail discuss that after the meeting. But I know the topic is so intriguing. I believe that, and I want to hear from like all of the participants here. But according to time, we don't have much time, of course. And I guess, is it the more time? I know, right? That we listen a bit the conversation.
We
Yeah,
need
I know
more.
it. Yeah,
And
always
more.
more time. I'll feel you. Okay, without further ado, because the time for someone giving explanation or share about what they talk about, what they discuss about with their friends and with Fasil. So I think I'll choose some of you guys. We only have 5 minutes. I think Kak Silmi, would you mind choose only one, unfortunately, to become
Only
representative?
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
your session.
Maybe we can go with Kak Andi. Wait, Kak Adi? I forgot the name. Maybe it was Adi ya, Kak Adi. Are you here, Kak Adi?
Yeah.
Where is Kak Adi?
Ada yang mau cerita apa nih?
Kak Adi is not here. Well, why he's not here? I'm sorry, Kadina.
Kasilmi Kadi is actually here, but his voice is not very clear now.
Oh.
Okay. Shall I do you have like the other participant, or shall I like try to
Let's go
ask
with
the other?
Kak Koni. Yeah,
Okay.
Kak Koni, hello.
Me? Okay. Kasilmi, thank you for the opportunity. So actually in our room we have like a Kasilmi, Kak Adi and Kak Andi, and it really a great conversation we have. Cause yeah, each of us really talking about our experiences in English, and one of the greatest thing this here is we have Kak Andi. Even though he's not for now he's not really good with his English, but he's keep trying and practicing, and then keep learning one by one, especially the vocabulary, because he wants to be better more, and also he wants to reach his goal to be a cruise ship member, so he can sail along the ocean all over the world. So thank you so much, Kasilmi and everyone. It's really a great time to having a chit chat with you guys. Thank you, everyone.
You're most welcome. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the conversation and discussion. And one more, well, I would like to choose I think well, I can see only here okay, one of them, Kak Koko. Kak Koko, would you mind mention one to delegate? Hello, Kak Koko?
Okay, thank you for. Can you hear
Hello?
me?
I think
Can you hear me?
yes, okay.
Okay. Okay, so Diska, would you represent our group?
Yeah, sure, Kak. Okay, thank you so much for the time and the chance, Kak Koko and Kak Dina. And maybe from our discussions from the breakout room before, I can conclude that it is very important to have like a very great and a very fun environment to learn English, especially when it comes to the English speaking, because maybe most of us are scared to speak in English because it is not our main language. Because so it is very important and very necessary to find the very comfortable environment, or maybe you can you can point out one of your English teacher to be your favorite, so they can motivate you to speak more bravely and more comfortable in English. So yeah, maybe that's all that I can conclude from our discussions. Thank you so much.
Back to Adina.
Okay. So yeah, well, actually, I want to hear from all of you because according to the time, we don't have much time. And well, to close our class tonight, and I want to hear the last word or closing statement from Kaeli. Kaeli, please.
Okay, well, guys, because the time will be up, so let's call it a day. And thank you very much for today. Anyway, you're all great. You all are great today. I do appreciate your time, guys, and I'm really sorry if I have some mistake today. And I'd also like to tell you, as you know, I'm a teacher, and some of you may be a teacher here. So I would like to tell you, it's not only for a student, actually, it's also for the teacher. Because being a teacher is also being a student. So even though we are a teacher, it doesn't mean we have to stop learning. Student and teacher, we are human beings. And as a human, we should always learn. It's not only for academic, and also learn everything we need in our life. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. The more you learn, the more you earn. I think that's all for today, and see you later, alligator.
Wow, brilliant. I like it. Well, yeah, that's a very brilliant, lovely closing statement. Okay, prisoners, I hope we can see you again for the next session, and don't forget to join our other classes. Okay, I hope you have a great night. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye,
Terima kasih.
YouTube
Thank
too.
you so much, everyone.
Thank
See
you
you again
guys.
in
Have a
another
great day,
classes.
guys.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you so much,
Goodbye,
everyone.
everyone. See you guys next
See you
meeting.
guys. See you also from the YouTube.
See you, YouTube.
Sarang
Bye bye.
Hill.
Okay.